Chop chicken. Trying to do a thing here. That's the moon. That's the moon right there. I don't have a clue which one of you cats is paying. I ain't betting on you. What's up? That moon looks weird, huh? Right there, that's the moon. Clear skies and the. What's up? What's up, big dog? What's fucking mean? That's not my chicken making all that racket. I thought it would be quieter here, so y'all are reasonably mobile, so I can move away from where the chickens roost. I didn't know there was a chicken roosting out there. Let's go over here some. Apparently that's where the cats are fed and where the chickens sleep. Not gonna bust his chops too hard about having a chicken sleeping on his porch. See where I'm talking? That's like that. Like that dog was here. That was the first dog to ever dig in dirt. So he's got cats too. So what are we talking about? I just wanted to let everybody know that I probably wasn't. I figured Rob would be here by now. And I thought we could go live and we could just talk and y'all could pay attention or listen while we did so, but he's probably another hour out, they say. Let's see Rob's star. Christmas 20 minutes. So it's sparkly and stuff. I don't got that stuff on my hand. I can walk here in the dark and y'all can't see me. Came up here to go crane hunting. Got some at the house, but it's no fun to go hunting by yourself. Yeah, I got commercials on my stuff now. It's weird that they play them before the live stream, so I think that's weird myself. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But hey. I should be home next Saturday or Friday, I mean. So, is it still raining up there, Westwind? I know the radar or whatever shows that it's still raining like cats and dogs up there. That's exactly what I'm doing. Outside smoking because I don't smoke anymore. Watching a literal herd of black cats chase everything that moves. Well, it was supposed to be pretty weather tomorrow, but it's awfully hazy. And I didn't bring my cold weather gear, so man, if I wake up in the morning, it's 20 degrees. I don't know what we're gonna do. Hey, Rooster, how's California? What, did everybody get their power back up, or just you? This time of year, chances of finding a Christmas light are a lot better than finding an egg. Yep, Christmas light. Thought I found an egg. I was gonna go have me an omelet. That's popcorn. That's popcorn. I believe it's probably. Hey, are you popcorn or the other one? Hey, popcorn. The other one's not really at all friendly. He like wants to be right by you, but doesn't want to like let you touch him. Favorite kind of cat. Yeah. Dude, our power companies around here literally keep stacks and stacks of powerful or telephone poles. That's just like the wind comes through and broke some more telephone poles. Okay. And you just got. I mean, I think every truck they have has the ability to drill a hole and set up a pole. Well, not everyone, but a lot of them. That happens a lot around here, but there's nothing to slow the wind down. It's literally, well, uh, that antenna I'm looking at over there is probably 30 miles away. And I can see I can see all three of the lights. The bottom one's awful close to the ground, but still. I mean, there's just nothing out here to slow the wind down. Hey, LS. Don't really have any tinfoil hat stuff or nothing, except for I was listening to High Desert's live stream while I was getting ready to come up here. High Desert Pioneer, and they were talking, and they're kind of wondering if that whole Mad Dog Mathis quitting thing is because he didn't want to be a part of U.S. troops being used on U.S. soil. So, I don't think that's going to happen. I am not the least bit worried about the armed forces pointing a gun at me. Just to me, it doesn't make any sense. I don't think you can convince the no-goes or regular army or any of them to point a gun at law-abiding citizens. Looters, maybe. Rioters, maybe. But if they're trying to bring the troops home so they can have them here for something like that, I mean, what is going to be bad enough to make everybody riot? And if we're going to be rioting, what's going to keep the army from rioting, kind of deal? Yeah, rather than fight him like everybody else that's stayed in there. Trump wanted him to get it done and get out of there, and he did, man. In 12 months, when Trump said go ahead and do it, but I don't think excuse me, I don't think Mathis wanted to. Well, he feels pulling out and stopping what we're doing over there would be turning it back over to the people we just ran out. But quite honestly, I think if we got out of the way, Russia and the Russia and the Syrian government would go in there and they would get the country back in line that fast. Um, it'll be years of reconstruction, but Syria was one of the safest, most stable countries in the world over there until Obama started messing around. I mean, Syria was one place that very few people had trouble going. You know what I mean? Well, Uh, how would they paint somebody's mom or sister or cousin or little brother? I mean, how are they gonna paint those kind of people as an enemy? You know? I'm gonna go inside out of the wind, sit down at the table in here. If the ladies ain't locking me out. I'll check. I'm gonna pretend to be Rob. I'm gonna like write on all of his papers over here and mess everything up. Ah. Ta-da! That's Rob Wall. What are we talking about? Well, that's possible, but um, I don't think uh, Trump's that kind of guy. Hey, just Aid. Hello, Kildare. Who all got missed in here anyway? Robert and Cindy Moore. Rooster Cogburn, I think I said hi to you. Chipper. Didn't see you sneak in. Brian, the bell. A ball. Boski. Walter Davis. Savage. What's up? Chris. But yeah, I'm not buying the Trump being the enemy of the average American. He's not doing it. So, don't start a fire in the kitchen. I mean, think about it. I mean, doesn't I think they could possibly be freeing up troops to protect the homeland? Maybe Mathis knows how to poke a hornet's nest. I think that Trump is doing what he said he's going to. I mean, we're done. We did what we need to do over there. The stabilizing the country is not our job. There's no need for American resources to be spent or American soldiers to die to stabilize Syria. Assad and Putin's boys can pull that country back together in a matter of months. Um, you got two, I mean, we've been fighting on opposite sides over there with these people. Okay. We've been fighting against Assad and against Russia. There was no way it was ever going to be without us going to war with Russia over Syria. There was never going to be a resolution. It was not going to be resolved. So the only way to fix what was going on over there was to get out of there. This guy's got power. Does that make any sense? I mean, because Russia and them want the Syrian government back in power. We didn't. There's got to be some way to make that stupid thing stay up there. And see, I think that's it. I mean, it boiled down to, if we kept playing, sooner or later, we were going to have to shoot at one of their birds. And then they were going to have to shoot back. Sooner or later, they were going to have to put ordnance on our ground troops that we don't have over there. And we were going to have to shoot back. Sooner or later, they were going to have to answer artillery fire and rocket fire with artillery and rocket fire. Yeah, but I don't have a way of standing my phone up the other way. I want to have to push this thing. Nope, that's right. I honestly don't think that Trump was colluding with anything to get elected or anything. Now I know that Russia did not want Hillary Clinton elected, not even a little bit. I mean, he hinted all the time that if she got elected, the U.S. was pretty much guaranteed war with Russia. So, yeah. It didn't make any sense to vote for a lady that was going to cause us to go into World War III. Because what she was doing with Obama's policies and stuff, the left, the progressive left's policies and stuff are anti everybody but the progressive left. And that includes foreign countries. If the foreign country isn't on board with the progressive left, which is the they, or the puppets of the day anyway, then it just wasn't going to work well for anybody. She didn't give them, she sold them. And I still there should be something done about that because I think there was something illegal. Just that you say that, and We were talking about you the other, or night before last. Yeah, night before last. Um, Lynn and them were saying they got room. They'll sponsor you. Not right now because like they're still like fixing, but when they get everything fixed. Still, you have like I guess you could mail yourself. Is that legal? Would you like put a postage stamp on it for you? Just write the address on your teeth. So I didn't know what that noise was. Okay, what are we talking about? What do you want to talk about? Read Rob. What am I missing, y'all? Or what are y'all doing? Working one or more chats at the same time? Oh. That's okay. His body will reject the arrow and he will miraculously heal up. Uh, y'all know why John Wayne and Clint Eastwood were never in the same movie at the same time? John Wayne liked Clint Eastwood too much and didn't want to make him look bad. You ever notice how Chuck Norris got a crooked smile? Didn't until he smarted off to John Wayne. Um, yeah. Too late, LS. Pretty sure Europe already had an identity crisis. Not 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure. Gotta play y'all really close to the vest. I gotta find a place to plug my phone in. At home it's like easy, but here it's not so much. I see something. Yeah, there ain't no room on that. When battery dies, it's over with, folks. Wait, let's check over here. Ha ha. There we go. What are we talking about? My mom was never a big John Deere fan. She didn't dislike him. but she wasn't like, she didn't do the hero worshiping stuff either. So, she didn't like Elvis Presley either. Tell nobody. Oh. So what color Christmas lights you people got on your house? Forrest Gump thought Elvis out of dance. For sure. I am at Rob Pennis's house, but Rob's not here. So I am waiting for them to get back. I'm just like went live on my phone. No, the Three Musketeers are in here. Got Ale, A. Renza, and Cornelius are here. It's only B&E if you lock the door. Last year, everybody put blue lights all over everything. I thought it was really pretty, and this year, everybody's got green and red. It's annoying. I like green and red when they're flat, but if they're glossy or shiny, they just, I don't know, they set me off. I don't know why, they just do. I find blue very soothing, though. Yes, smoking. Where was that flooding going on, dude? Was that like at your house or at your work or what? Is that really loud? That's probably like really loud. If y'all are sitting on top of a crock pot. I saw somebody today with a long bed pickup truck, a long bed Dodge, 2,500. They had the bed of that truck full of Christmas presents. And I could see some of them, and I was like, okay, now that's cheap stuff. So I'm like, how much money did you people spend on Christmas? And there would have been enough money to get to set some homeless person up for 2 months, rent and utilities for 2 months. And maybe at least they dropped a few cents in the little ringy ding dude, Salvation Army dude bucket, maybe. Sure. Maybe, but I doubt it. They were doing it. They were doing it out of town. We don't have one of those. I don't think they take that kind of stuff. And the shelter we have needs money more than it needs the other. So, shelter for, what do you call it? Abused women and stuff. And they need rent money and furniture and stuff like that. You know, clothes, decent clothes for them kids. But I don't know, I shouldn't have brought up the Christmas present and Christmas lights and stuff like that because I'm like so anti-Christmas. It's not even. I was hoping to avoid my grandkids this year, but then good try. I mean, oh, I was driving down the road on the last one, but unlike you, I don't have this uh, quiet run in F-250 or whatever it was, 350. Kill. Uh, I was just checking to see if my phone service was going to be strong enough in this part of the world, and then I had a dead zone. I've got 5 bars and good internet here at Rob's house. So I just don't know how much longer my battery's going to hold up. My phone gets hot. The phone gets hot when I run it on the charger like that. And I don't know if y'all were here last time the phone got hot in the middle of the live stream. Don't really have anything to talk about. I was so busy doing, processing that hog and getting ready to come up here for the hunt and stuff that I just really didn't research a whole lot of stuff. We chatted a little bit about the Mathis thing, which, man, I'm back to that. I cannot, there's no way, I can't find any peace in my suspicious behavior or whatever. And I'm pretty good at, distrusting folks, but I can't see that it being anything going on the planet, or local. I don't think we got to worry about American troops pointing their guns at us. I think Trump just realizes that there's nothing we can do over there. I mean, we can't keep shadow boxing with Russia and the duly elected government of another country and just hope that something bad doesn't happen, like, we start a war, a real war, not a war against terror, but where the Syrian military is actually deliberately aiming at our stuff and the Russian military is deliberately aiming at our stuff because we blew up the wrong truck, we blew up the wrong house, we blew up the wrong caravan. Come here, Ramsey. Tell the people hi. They're so shy. I don't know why. I saw some of the stuff on it. I don't like that it got passed. I personally, if you want a bump stock or whatever, that's up to you. But I thought the purpose of buying a long gun was be able to hit what you were shooting. I'm just saying. And you ain't hitting squat with bump stock on there. Anything you can hit with a bump stock on, you could hit with a pistol. Because that's your range or whatever. Bump stocks were just a gimmick that worked. I mean, they're not really any good for anything. Come say hi, Cornelius. You're so shy. Aren't y'all shy when I'm here by myself and not talking on the phone? They're very gregarious people. Yeah, gregarious. That's friendly, right? Like, not like overly like, oh, you're that. But actually, that's the reason I'm standing with my back up against the wall. You gotta be careful up here. They'll get you. That's same with the seatbelt. I mean, I don't think they should have been able to make it against the law. I don't think they should be able to make magazines against the law. Uh, I don't see why anybody needs to own a fully automatic weapon, but that doesn't mean that I think that they shouldn't be able to. I mean, that's the thing. I'm telling. Why are you doing that? I'm going to tell the entire interwebs what you just did. I was like, that is amazing when she's in there sneaking. It's delicious. Um, y'all are so good at being quiet. Y'all do this a lot, huh? I don't know where his kids get it. Them girls don't act nothing like Robert. Hey, Lisa. I miss anybody else coming in? But, you know, that's like, I don't want somebody telling me I can't have an AR-15 set up however I want it. But, you know, I used to know a guy that owned a Tommy gun. It was like cool. You know, it's like really expensive to shoot it though. 45 caliber ammunition is expensive. And when you put, forget how, I think you can put like 150 rounds in it or something. I think that's what, I think it's 150 rounds. Maybe it's 50. Anyway, you pull the trigger and they were all gone. They didn't last long at all. It's all you could do, you know, tap the trigger and put like 3 or 4 down range and then get back on target. I mean, it jumped so hard you couldn't really shoot it. But you could clear a room with it, I'm pretty sure. They're like little mices. Mices. They're so quiet. Yeah, that's one thing they're going to keep pushing or whatever. And a lot of people don't understand. I mean, city people don't understand that where I'm at, I mean, it takes 20 minutes for 911. Okay. And I've heard stories of it taking an hour in the big cities. And if you've got, you know, if you've got 100 cops on duty, well, let's take Lubbock. You got 100 cops on duty. I don't even know how many they have on duty in any given time. Let's say 50 cops on duty in any given time. Patrol officers. They get 50 calls. And you're the 51st call. There's nobody to send over to your house. You know, and your 5-6 minute response time jumps up to an hour. And then yeah. And until they get them all gone, they're not going to be able to try anything. don't think they've got us to a point where they could pass legislation and go door to door. Think about it. If they tried that, say in Philadelphia, and 2,000 people didn't jump in their trucks from all over the country and drive to Philadelphia and shut it down, then if they tried it in your home state, you would deserve to lose your stuff because you didn't go help. You didn't go help Philadelphia. You didn't, say it. Las Vegas tries it. There should be at least, you hear about it on the news, and then boom, y'all should all be meeting up on the highway there and get there, and you stop the door to door seizures and stuff. And that's the way it should be. And if you're not willing to do that for, a town 10 states away, uh, then you shouldn't expect anybody to want to help you in yours. And you're not going to be able to shut them down one on one. One man standing against the police force isn't going to be able to stop it. And that's the way they'll do it. They won't, they won't come through the whole city at one time. They'll just start. They'll do this house and this house and this house and this house and this. And this will take time. But it'll get out that it's happening, and somebody better be willing to jump up and go do something. They couldn't get away with it now, but I don't know. If we don't get Trump or Pence back in come 2020, this can start getting bad again. And we need to find somebody to replace the people that are in there right now. We need to find somebody else to run for these offices. Maybe we get Elle to run. She could be like senator or a representative. If you get out and get active in your community, you'll meet people. You'll actually meet the politicians that are, politically active people. It is the duty of every American citizen to be politically active, because that's how you govern yourself. To be a politician, but when there's a politician running, you go to the meeting and you ask them questions. You tell people how he answered. Tell people whether he would or they would answer. Come on. You think so? I don't know what a neocon is, but yeah, Pence is on the day's payroll, and so is Trump, and I can't believe Trump's on the payroll. I don't believe that the government is out to get us all. I think our government is broken. I think our government is full of corruption, and we need to replace a lot of people with good people. I mean, I honestly do not believe that I don't know. I hate that the only people that run for political offices are lawyers and stuff. Why isn't it business owners and stuff like that? Why Why are we electing the same people over and over again? Because nobody else is running. Nobody else is running because nobody's stepping up. Nobody's willing to become a statesman and put their own life on hold to make their state better or make their state situation better or to defend the laws and the rights and the liberties of their fellow citizens. Nobody's willing to do that. If you run for office, let's do it. But you got to have a plan to fix it, not burn it down. That's the difference. I don't think that there's any fixing it because there's not anybody going to. Me and a friend of mine has been trying to get people to step up. I'm not going to get elected to political office. The door of my closet's open, but when they got through spreading the bones out, they would be put together in a whole lot of bad ways. Okay. So, maybe some local city thing or something, but that's not going to really affect much change. It's a little bit. I mean, your local government's a place to start. Okay. Because after you've served on local government, then you find out how the rules are and how to play the game and this, that, and everything else. Those things where you go up there and you sit and you vote and all that stuff, they're horribly boring. I mean, I don't think they're needful. I think they make them more boring than they have to be just so people fall asleep. And then when they hear the word, we're going to take a vote now, they just like throw up a hand and then walk out. They don't even know what they're voting for. But the state level government should be influenced by the county or, well, regional. And then the regional should be influenced by county, and the county should be influenced by the city. They should all have a say, each blah, blah, blah. I hate the fact that Houston and Dallas and Austin and El Paso carry as much weight in our electoral college as they do. This state should not have that much. I mean, blue's bad, period, politically. Trust me, red's not a bunch of saints or anything. But there has to be laws to follow. There can either be laws protecting people that don't want to follow the laws, or there can be laws punishing people who don't want to follow the law. You could break the rig. I fully believe that it happened in this last election. I don't believe Trump was supposed to be elected. It can happen. Trump was supposed to be a joke. Trump didn't, it backfired on everybody. It was like, they're still trying to figure out what happened. The HDP can't run for president, me and his vice president. That doesn't work that way. He would have to become a city councilman or a mayor, and then perhaps, run for a representative or whatever. And then after he made senator or representative, then he's known up there. Then you run for president or vice president. Come on, Obama had been a senator for 2 years, and then he made president. Now he was a Muppet. He had somebody's hand stuck right up him. He zero power, zero authority, zero anything. He didn't do anything. He did what he was told. That'll do it. What do you think, 24 cat? You know what? The YouTube celebrity thing could work, HCP. You know, I forgot to factor that in. We're just going to have to get our view count and subscriber count up there a little bit. I think we might stand a chance if, like, we each had, you know, 1 million subscribers. Because, especially if they were like real true supporting subscribers and stuff, and they were willing to share our political, like, vote for usins. But then there's the thing, what happens if we win? Other than the fact that we refuse to get in the open top limousine. I ain't riding no convertible. Are you crazy? That's just not gonna happen. Yeah. That guy's an idiot, man. How does he get all the people? I tried to watch some of his stuff. It's just annoying. He ain't funny or nothing. You reckon people just watch him so they can laugh at him or something? You don't know it? I know that's why y'all watch me. I mean, I know it, so it's okay. Check my battery, folks. See if I can stay on here another 8 minutes or so. I'll give y'all an hour. One mission. Smoking's the slacker. Y'all still, am I between y'all and something? Do I need to move? That's okay. Don't talk to me. What's LCD? I know I should probably know that alphabet thing, but I don't. Oh. And yeah, I think the young kids watching people like that getting the idea that that's how you're supposed to be, or that's what everybody thinks is cool, and I think that's some of what's going wrong with the world right now. Oh yeah, the people who just want to be able to stare at something and have time go by. They don't have anything to do. They don't do anything. So they've got to find 3, 4, 5, 10-minute things throughout the day to just occupy their time. So they're doing something. Isn't that's horrible, huh? All right, Alice. Oh. Got 46% battery. I'm gonna take y'all outside. Maybe The ladies will quit acting all weird and stuff. Oh, they all disappeared. Yeah, little fluffy kittens. Nobody likes cats. Well, okay, I like the little fluffy kitten. Hey, come here, little fluffy kitten. Oh, run away, whatever. Fluff your kitten. You can't see it. Hey, don't walk in front of the camera. Who's joking? It's like a little bit. What are you looking at, Pipsqueak? Pipsqueak is like this giant dog, in case I didn't know. He's a Great Pyrenees. You know what they call them? You know, I'd start cussing at me, chicken. Chickens are mean. You're getting a little kid. What little black kitten? To be fair, he got a late start on his day too. I started processing that pig and then realized I didn't have anything to put it up in. So I had to clean my hands up so I could drive my car. Then I had to go get the stuff, come back, blah blah blah. I bet after I took the hide, the head, and the yuckies out, I bet, I bet I put at least 100 pounds of meat in the freezer. Yeah, 80. Let's be conservative with that. I bet I put 80 pounds of meat. I broke the bones open and gave them to the dogs. So the dogs will get the marrow out before it goes bad. They'll get fresh marrow, which is good for you. Started to keep the bones because I like to break them and boil them and make broth. But I only got so much room in the freezer. And the whole thing is, if I get birds tomorrow, I've got to have some place to put those too. So yeah, I got, you got to think these things all the way through. What small? What'd you say? Yeah, that's it. That's it, man. Let me get back here where you can see it. There it is. It's in a haze right now. It's actually, there's no stars in the circle, so it should rain tonight. We'll see. Y'all have that, what do you call it? Bit of folklore about the ring around the moon. If there's a ring around the moon, when you look at it, then you count the number of stars inside that ring, and that'll be how many days until it rains. And there's no stars, so and then make sure most stuff's inside. But that might not work anymore because of global climate change. So if I'm wrong and it doesn't rain here tonight, then it's not my fault. That's global climate change. No, I took the glasses off. Trust me, there's a ring. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. No, let me get out here in the darker-ish area. Not. Camera's not good enough to pick it up. There is definitely a big green of halo around it. It's real pretty. I wish you could see it. But then again, that may not be water vapor. That may be that them aluminum shavings or whatever it is they put up there with them airplanes. Or something. All right, Brian. Brian Abel, is that who's leaving out? Hello, Eliza. You hadn't been in here in forever. Truth Freeze. Oh, y'all following HEP, huh? Yeah. Not really. I'm seriously the whole Mathis thing. I don't know what it is. I think it's I just think it's something to try and avoid. I don't think he wants to pull out of Syria. Trump does because, well, we're not in the business of making war, or we're not supposed to be. You know, if Syria needs our help, Syria should pay us for military. And I don't know. Is they talking about getting out of Afghanistan too? I ain't buying. I don't know about the whole chemtrails, contrails stuff. I watched contrails when I was a kid. I grew up on this part of the country, not here, but same dirt. Just the other side of that big light over there. And yeah, they used to dissipate. Now they last all day long. They never go away. They just get thinner and thinner. And you know, it was cloudy earlier, so I don't know if they were running airplanes like crazy or not. What? Cool. They were here all day. You don't think the paid contractors are getting pulled out? Who's paying the contractors though? What high desert say? I missed something. I got a ha. I watched the moon. I've watched the moon go full this time. Um, had beautiful moonrises every night, but tonight you see it clear as a bell. Circle's getting bigger too. I can actually see through it enough to see the moon now. Is that what that orange thing was? I know it was a comment. What goes on out there don't concern me much. Maybe it should. Yeah, right now I just had to guess, which is all I got, I'm gonna say 50. But we got a breeze. So. Well, I'm colorblind. Well, color deficient. In low light, brown, green, and red are all identical. Now I'm hoping it holds through tomorrow too. I don't want any wind. I want clear skies. Well, the wind can be blowing. It just needs to be blowing the direction I need it to be going, because I'm going to be shooting at animals that are a few hundred feet in the air. And yeah, they're going to be moving pretty quick as it is. So I need them to need the weather to cooperate. Anyway. Look, people, I'm going to turn the camera on y'all. I'm just joking.
Did you poison our dog?
Yes. No, I didn't give him any food this time.
Guys, I will murder you.
What's... Why would I poison your dog? The dog's old.
No, he's like only like 5.
Oh, Pipsqueak? He was fine a minute ago. What's he doing?
Maybe his face. He goes, what?
He was fine a while ago, all up in my lap and stuff, being annoying. Now, that dog's... How old is... What's this dog's name again? Jesse.
Yeah, he's 14.
14. That dog's old, people. Well, I'm out here in a jacket and the girls are out here in t-shirts, so it's not cold. Happy birthday, Jeff. And folks, my battery is not going to hold up, and I don't want to run out of battery. Yeah. So I am going to sign off. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. And see what's going on. I was really hoping Rob would get here and we could all say hi to him, but I've got to start toting hardware in the house. So I will holler at y'all later. Y'all be blessed. Stay alive and do not die. Okay. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you, Killdeer. You know, if anybody finds out that it's the apocalypse tomorrow, y'all let me know. Okay. Somebody text me.